Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all doing well. It is the month of June. It is baby month for me. I'm 38 weeks pregnant, so let's hope this baby makes an appearance soon. I decided to do the color yellow. Super fun. I feel like it's probably the boldest look, but definitely the softest color, if that makes sense. I'm obviously really into it. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this makeup tutorial, and if you want to see how I did this bold yellow cat eye, then just keep on watching. For this look, I'm going to start off with eyes because it is quite pigmented and dramatic. Tape. This is like a super old school method, but you know what? It works. I like to take just, what is this, like regular sellotape is it called? Put it on the back of my hand first so most of the stickiness comes off. This part is actually probably the most crucial because where you line it up is where the whole style of the look is going to happen. Does that make sense? You'll see what I mean. So I like to take it under my lower lash line. I'm going to move up just a little bit so you can see better. So from the outer corner of my eye, outer corner of my brow. So hopefully, maybe that was too big of a piece. See how it kind of like cuts from right at the outer corner of my eye right to, well, if my brow continued. I wouldn't want it higher because I think it would be too intense. So this is, I think I'm happy with that. I feel like that looks even, but this is really hard to gauge whenever you can't really see, and obviously my eyes aren't completely symmetrical. Oh, it's so hard to look down, wow. To mute out any discoloration on my eyelids, I'm gonna take this Bare Minerals eyeshadow primer. It's in the shade Right AF. It's just like a neutral yellow tone one, and I'm gonna put this all over my lid. This is going to amplify the color we're going to put on top as well because we're just going to play with one color. Taking a little blending brush just to make the process a little bit quicker. Okay, actually this is a great way to start because I already feel like there's a lot more eyeshadow, well, room showing where this one's a little bit cleaner. So I'm going to get a new piece of tape. Yeah, I don't think I was at like the complete corner of my eye there. And it doesn't matter if the primer is a little bit lower than the side because that can be easily wiped away, but I know that would annoy me if I did the color on top of that. I feel a lot better about that. Also, as you can tell, I already did my brows with the Urban Decay Brow Blade in Cool Cookie. Absolutely nothing new there. We are ready to move on to the color, which is yellow. And this month, it's probably the boldest version of the color. I try and make all the Color of the Month series videos very wearable. Not that this one isn't, but this one's the boldest of the bunch, I'm gonna say. I have this palette here from Ofra. It is the signature palette in Beachside. And obviously the color I'm gonna use is this really bright yellow. I did this look with this pink and it was really pretty as well. So if you want a bold palette just to play around with color, this one is great. So we're gonna use this yellow one. I'm gonna take some Fix Plus. This one is the matte one. Hopefully that doesn't really change it up too much, but it isn't a like shimmery formula in an eyeshadow like it is a matte eyeshadow. So I'm going to spray this brush with some Fix Plus first. It really grabs a hold of all the pigment in this yellow shade. So I'm going to really go in there. Ooh, yeah, that is yellow. So I'm just going to start packing that on my lids. Naturally, I can see where my eye creases. I don't want to go too much higher than that. I just want to go out. So I want it to be very bold, like a thick cat eye liner. So less is more with this. You want to start very low and then kind of like look up and down. So move around your mirror just to see where it's going to look whenever your eye is fully open because you don't want it to go too high towards your eyebrow. You want to make it just above that crease line, like right there, if that makes sense, and then just outwards. It looks a little crazy right now because there's obviously a little bit on the tape, but once we take that off, it's gonna look super clean. So we're gonna step away from the shadow and we're gonna move on to black eyeliner. I have a new Nabla Seriel liner here. Love this eyeliner. And we are going to create a really bold cat eye from the inner corner right to the outer corner. I don't want it to overtake too much at the outer side, but we are gonna meet the tip. So really thin it out there if you can. Go slow, go steady. There's no rush here, but the tape will help if you go a little bit outside of the line. I'm also gonna put a little bit on my tight line, which is just below my top lashes there, just to really black it out. Because this look is very, it's like mod bold, so it's not like super intense with a whole bunch of colors, but it's definitely like boom in your face yellow. I don't want to overtake it with a full set of lashes, so I'm going in with some individuals. This is the No Name pack that I never remember, but I think I just got it at a local drugstore. And I'm just gonna put a little bit at the outer corners just to accentuate that cat eye look. And then I'm gonna go in with some mascara. For mascara, I'm going in with this new Huda Beauty one. It's a dual-ended one. It's intense, guys, so I'm literally gonna do one coat of each side. There's a curl and length side and then a volume side. You really don't need a lot because it's intense. Okay, I'm gonna stop there, and if I feel like I need more, I'll go in later. Now for the reveal, we're gonna take off the tape, the sides. Pretty good, I started sweating, so there's a little bit right there that has come out, but for the most part, it is nice and sharp, which is what we wanted. You can see right there, I would not have been able to get it that sharp. Now moving on to face, I'm gonna mix these two foundations because I do have a little bit of tan. This one is really dark, so it might be a bit intense. It's the Stay Naked Weightless Liquid Foundation from Urban Decay. I have it in the shade 5NN or 50NN, and then just my 6.5 Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. So I'm gonna do 2 tiny little pumps of this one, and then I'm gonna go a little bit lower with this one. Well, actually, it doesn't look too much darker. And then use my beauty sponge. This is a brand new one from Real Techniques, and just buff that in. I actually think I could have put a little bit more on because I want to have a really like flawless base because I feel like this is so snatched. Am I using like super old terms here? What's the new terms, guys? Help me out. Concealer, I'm using the ItCosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. A little bit goes a long way with this one. So I'm gonna use the tiniest little amount, warm it up in between my fingers, and then just press it in the middle of my face. Oh my goodness, that foundation is like super flawless. I feel like I haven't worn like medium to full coverage in so long. I forgot how much I loved it. It's good. It's good stuff. Now I'm gonna go in with a cream bronzer. This is the Huda Beauty Fair TanTour cream bronzer. Love this stuff. I've been using it a lot lately. Little goes a long way. I'm gonna flip over my beauty sponge and just start contouring my face with it. So I like to start up higher. Honestly, like a little really does go a long way with this stuff, guys. And just bounce it on my face and get a little bit more dimension going on, and then we're gonna go in with a powder bronzer on top to set it. I'm also gonna take the smallest amount and go over my nose with it. So it looks a little bit more sun-kissed, this look, rather than so contoured and defined. I want it to be a little bit softer. So putting it over your nose does that immediately rather than like really, you know, carving out the sides. Because we already have such a strong, bold eye, we're gonna counteract it with a bronzy soft face. For blush, I'm gonna go in with this Bobbi brown one. It is powder pink. Just gonna do the exact same thing. A little bit of color. It's such a pretty shade. Oh, love that. And it like brings such a dew to the face. Realizing I forgot to take my powder bronzer, but maybe we don't even need it. Maybe we do. I'm gonna go over my nose again with this. So I have decided to go in with my big powder bronzer. It's the Marc Jacobs one. It will last you forever. Going to lightly dab that on areas that I put the cream contour just so that it lasts as long as possible. It's kind of creating a second layer to secure it in place. I'm also going to take the smallest amount just above the yellow because I feel like it's a bit pale up there, just to mute that eyeshadow base that we put on before we put the shadow on. Lastly, I want to take my setting powder, the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless, what is it, Finish in 2. I'm going to put that in areas that I would get oily, so right around my nose, tip of my nose, in between my brows, and my chin. For lips, I really didn't know what I wanted to do just because you can go a couple different ways. I feel like red would actually look really cool if you were wearing like a yellow red dress. I feel like that would be really fun, but I do have MAC Spice Liner, and then on top I picked out this Huda Beauty Demi Matte Lipstick in SHEro. So we're gonna see how that looks. Ooh, it went really bright. I feel like the last thing I need to do is just sort out my brows a little bit because I've been touching them so much with the eyes. I'll be right back. I'm gonna come close for you guys to see, but how pretty is that? I feel like whenever you blink you just see a little bit of yellow every single time. I also really like this lipstick combo with it. It's like a soft nude peach. It really does complement that yellow. Such a fun color. I know it probably like seemed like a lot of effort, but that tape makes it so easy to do both of those steps because it really is 2 different products on your eyes to create a more bold look. So it probably looks like you spent a lot more time on it, but you just have to take off the tape and then it looks sharp. I'm just gonna go sharp because I feel like Fleek and Snatched is a little bit old. But I love this look. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments down below what color I should do for July. I was kind of thinking maybe even sparkle. I know it's not a color, but we're going through them really quickly. So let me know in the comments down below. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and I'll chat to you soon. Bye.